Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
మా కార్యక్రమాలు అందజేస్తున్నాయి అనేక భాషలలో. దయచేసి చూడండి suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Because quokkas are very friendly and approachable to people, they are known as the most cheerful and cutest animal on Earth. They are a very popular tourist attraction on Rottnest Island. Watch on to find out more.
Hello remarkable viewers. I'm Happy the Quokka from amazing Rottnest Island. Rottnest means nest of rats in Dutch, and my island is located near Western Australia's coast. The inhabitants of Rottnest Island wish you joy and excellent health. Welcome to our show Quokka, the world's happiest animal. With our round cheeks and wide smiles, we quokkas have been dubbed one of the cutest animals on our planet. Quokkas are mammals and belong to the same family as kangaroos and wallabies. They are pretty lovable as well, but call me biased, I think we take the top prize. Though roos are our close cousins, we are obviously much smaller compared to them. We are about the size of a domestic house cat with a rat-like tail. Generally, my species is approximately 40 to 54 centimeter in length, with a 25 to 30 centimeters long tail, and weighs between 2.5 and 5 kilograms. Males are usually larger than females. We are covered with short, very coarse and thick grizzled brown fur with lighter parts underneath. Our relatively short tail has very little hair, but our feet are very hairy. Quokkas have a stocky build with well-developed hind legs, small paws, round furry ears, and a short broad head. On our cute and lovely face are a big black nose, a pleasing mouth, and a pair of charming black eyes. Moreover, the females have a pouch in the lower belly for carrying the babies. Native to the southwest region of Australia, we can be found on two islands off the coast of Western Australia, namely Rottnest Island close to Perth and Bold Island near Albany. We quokkas are the only mammal native to Rottnest Island. There are around 10,000 of us here nowadays. You can see us almost everywhere. Small isolated scattered populations also exist in the forest and coastal areas between Perth and Albany, such as the woods near Northcliffe, Two People's Bay Nature Reserve, Torndirrup National Park, Mount Many Peaks National Park, and the Stirling Range National Park. Most of the quokkas on the Western Australia mainland live around dense streamside vegetation, but can also be seen in shrubland and heath areas around swamps. On the mainland, quokkas only inhabit those places having 600 millimeters or more of annual precipitation. Though we prefer a warm climate, we have adapted to the seasonal variations in temperature found on Rottnest Island. We quokkas are herbivores and eat many types of vegetation, including grasses, leaves, shrubs, and plants. We love to measure plants and leaves of wattles, shrub buds and leaves, succulents, seeds, and roots. Like some other plant eaters, we mostly prefer lush, fresh young growth. Our tails are essential to us. We store fat in them when food is abundant and use this reserve for energy when nourishment is scarce. Even though we need fresh water to survive, it's in short supply on Rottnest Island. We primarily depend on succulents and to a lesser extent the leaves of wattles to provide us with most of the water we need. In this environment, we can survive on very little water and can last up to a month without a drink. We have adapted to being able to live for long periods without food and water. Though human food is yummy, it can be very detrimental to our health. Due to the high concentration of salt and other ingredients in what you eat, it can make us sick and cause dehydration. We are very social animals and live in colonies of 50 to 150 members. Quokkas are nocturnal by nature and thus most active at night, foraging either alone or in small groups. During the day, we prefer to rest or sleep in the shade of dense vegetation. Prickly Acanthocopus plants, which are not easy for humans and other large animals to walk through, provide us with excellent shelter for snoozing during the daytime. We create paths and trails among the plants to facilitate feeding and escaping any threats. We move around with a bounding gait interspersed with hopping. Did you know that we can ascend trees? Quokkas can climb small trees and shrubs and can go about 1.5 meters high off the ground. It's not just for fun though, it's to reach food. Which reminds me, I'm going to take a moment to snack on some succulents. We will pause for a positive message and be back soon. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Quokka, the world's happiest animal on Supreme Master Television. As peace-loving beings, our first instinct is to run away when facing a threat. Even though we are small, we can hop at high speeds, duck into burrows, and climb up taller vegetation. We can even swim if necessary. Our nature is very low-key. We aren't big talkers. In fact, quokkas are very quiet. Sorry to disappoint you, but we do not have any calls or songs for communication. Our species doesn't even growl when we are in danger. We may make sounds because we are scared or distressed, but that's about it. In 2013, quokkas were given the title of the happiest animal in the world by American news website HuffPost.com because to humans we always seem to be smiling. Our cutest chubby cheek smile can range from a tiny beam to a toothy grin. It is not that the structure of our mouth or jaw makes us have to smile, it is our cheerful nature. Like dolphins and mata turtles, we quokkas simply have a natural smile. Because quokkas are very friendly and approachable to people, we are known as the most cheerful and cutest animal on Earth. We are a very popular tourist attraction on Rottnest Island. While visitors flock to this isle to admire us, it is a normal part of life for us to be photographed and hang around with them. But please do not touch or feed us. It is strictly forbidden by law. While on the mainland, quokkas can breed all year round, but the season on Rottnest Island is from January to August. Depending on the situation, a female may employ a mechanism called embryonic diapause, or delayed impregnation. By the mother waiting for optimal conditions to start the gestation process, the embryo can begin developing and be born under more favorable circumstances with a higher chance of survival. After a month of gestation, females give birth to a single baby. The tiny pink, hairless and blind Joey finds his or her way to the mother's pouch, where he or she will stay for about 6 months and feed on the mother's milk. It is fun to watch babies poking the tiny fuzzy heads out of the pouches as their mums hop around. The adorable young are miniature versions of their parents. Once a Joey leaves the pouch, he or she relies on the mother for milk for another 2 months and then is fully weaned at the age of 8 months. Joeys are independent at 10 to 12 months after birth. They may stay close to their mums and remain part of the colony but won't depend on them anymore. On average, quokkas live for around 10 years in the wild. On Rottnest Island, females usually give birth to 1 offspring per year. One Joey is born around February to April and remains in the pouch until August or September. However, on the mainland, a female can give birth 2 times a year, and produces an average of 17 babies over a lifetime. Quokkas are listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature and the Australian Department of Environment and Energy. Our biggest threat is deforestation, which reduces our habitat ranges and food sources. Climate change, which affects the vegetation and rainfall, is also a threat to us. And in recent years, raging wildfires have devastated the ecosystem of our lands. In 2015, the Northcliffe bushfire in Western Australia dropped the population by 90% in that area. We urgently call for global action to stop the destruction of natural habitats and the adoption by humans of the sustainable vegan lifestyle. It's been my pleasure to inform you about my cheerful Quokka family today. We wish you lasting happiness and abundant good health always. Devoted viewers, we hope you have enjoyed our show today. May heavens bless you with peace and love.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.